Shalom, shalom. Yes, we're the Hebrew Israelites. Yeah, the vine of Israel, and we come out here week in, week out to prophesy, to wake up our people that are lost. You know, the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Yeah, first of all, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh. And we want to give double honors to the elders that have been teaching and overseeing the scriptures all this time, you know, laying the foundation for the young ones in the truth to raise up, you know, and have a solid foundation, you know. So shalom to them, shalom to all the other brothers out there pushing the truth in sincerity and magnifying the name of the Most High, you know, and the sisters as well that are reverencing their husbands and being diligent, even if they ain't got no husband, they're in the scriptures like it's supposed to be. And yeah, like, go on, get me Colossians 3 and 17.
This is the book of Colossians chapter 3 verse 17. And whatsoever ye do in word or in deed, do all in the name of the Master Yahweh Shai, giving thanks to Yahweh and the Father by him.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this every time. Whatever we do, we give thanks, man. So we wake up in the morning, we give thanks. You know, anything going wrong, we give thanks. Like it says in Job, you know, he didn't curse, he didn't say a bad thing when all hell was going loose. And this is why we're out here now, because all hell is about to break loose. You know, people don't understand it, innit? That's why we're out here. We're trying to wake up our people, because when it all goes and hits the fan, you ain't gonna have no one to call, no one to you know, go and confide in. You know, you're only gonna have Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. And if you're not keeping the law, statutes and commandments, then yeah, he won't hear you. You know what I mean?
This is Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 24. Because I have called and ye refused, I have stretched out my hand, and no man regarded, but he that have set at naught all my counsel, and would none of my reproof. And I also will laugh at your calamity. I also will laugh at your calamity. I will mock when your fear cometh.
Ah, man, that's what I'm saying. So if you're not seeking the Most High now, then you know it's gonna be hard for you in them times there. You know, because you know the brothers were talking about it last night. We don't want to be caught out there when it all breaks down, man. You know, we don't want to have to worry about where your next meal is gonna be, and you know, your next when the lights come on, because you know they're saying already that there's gonna be blackouts. There's gonna be blackouts, and not just, it's not them. The Most High is putting it in their spirit to do such a thing, but it's already prophesied. You know, so yeah, go on, bring that.
This is Hebrews 10:31. It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power.
Oh man, fearful thing, man. And that's why that's why when it comes to the commandments, that's the first thing we need to do, is fear the Most High. Because there's nothing that man can do unto us, but the Father can. Give me that one. The fear the one that can kill the ball. Because yeah, can. Go on, you got that?
Yeah. This is Matthew.
Yeah, the water thing. Because yeah, we're not worried about what man can do unto us, innit? You know, because we're just flesh. Man is just flesh. We have to fear the Most High, because he can do more than just kill the body.
Matthew chapter 10 and verse 28. And fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell.
That's right, man. So you don't want to be fearing man and what man can do and what the government can do. You want to be fearing the Most High, innit? And this is for our people, man. This isn't for everybody. We're not Christians out here, yeah. We're not Baptists. We're not Jehovah's Witnesses. Yeah, we're the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. and we're trying to wake up our people. That's why we're out here. Yeah, the so-called blacks, Native Americans, and the Hispanics. You know. Go on, give me that one.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 14 and verse 23. And Jehovah said unto the servants, Go out into the highways and hedges, and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled.
So this is a commandment that we come out and teach the people, because you know when you get some wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, you start keeping the commandments. You can't be hoarding it for yourself. You have to let it out. You have to show the people. You know, you have to be a wise counselor to the people that are without. Get me the light. Light to the Gentiles, Brother Kishar.
Oh, I'm going to get the wisdom that is sorted up. So I'll get that one. Yeah, the Isaiah 49 and 5. This is Sirach, chapter 20 and verse 30. Wisdom that is hoarded up. Wisdom that is hid, and treasure that is hoarded up. What profit is in them both? Better is he that hideth his folly than a man that hideth his wisdom.
That's right, man. So we can't be hiding this wisdom, man. We gotta shout it at the rooftops, like it says in. Yeah, go on. Yeah, go on, get that one as well. Hold that and get Isaiah 58 and 1.
This is Proverbs chapter 1. Proverbs chapter 1 and verse 20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets. She uttereth her voice in the streets. She crieth in the chief place of concourse, in the openings of the gates, in the city. She uttereth her words, saying, How long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge.
And what?
And fools hate knowledge.
Yeah, so a fool will hate knowledge. A fool will hate wisdom. You know, that's why if you get wisdom, you have to share it. You can't just hoard it up, because what profit is it? You know? You have to be able to love your brother. That is another part of loving your brother. That's sharing the wisdom that you have, you know, and going into the precepts and keeping the law, statutes, and commandments together as a nation. Because remember, it said, get me Zephaniah 2 and 1, bro. It says we have to gather together.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry it loud.
Oh, speak softly.
Cry it loud.
Spare not. Lift up my voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgressions.
Show everyone.
And show my people their transgressions.
That's right. That's why we're out here. We're only telling our people and the house of Jacob
And the house of Jacob their sins. And the house of Jacob their sins.
I didn't hear it say everybody. So, you know, everyone wants to talk about, you know, so-called Jesus Christ loved everybody. He didn't love everybody. You know what I'm saying? Did you get one? Yeah, well, get that one. Matthew 10 and 5. Wait.
Isaiah 49 and 5, right? Or do you want to go for man first?
Isaiah.
This is Isaiah chapter 49 and verse 5. And now, saith Yahweh, that formed me from the womb to be his servant and to bring Jacob again to him. Though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorious in the eyes of the Yahweh, and my power shall be my strength. And he said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant to rise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserve of Israel. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles. I will also give thee for a light to the Gentiles, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth. That thou mayest be my salvation to the end of the earth.
Ah, man. Yeah, so it's a light thing. It's actually a light thing to come out here and spit a few precepts to try and wake up just one soul, man. Because that's what we're out here. Not everybody's gonna hear this. Remember, I said the sheep hear my voice. Yeah, not everybody is sheep, man. Even our people now, they want to be goats. Remember, that's the whole trend now, isn't it? G-O-A-T.
Greatest of,
You get what I'm saying?
greatest of all time.
Yeah, exactly. But we want to be sheep. We want to be the humble, innit? We want to be the ones that the Most High hides under His wing, you know? Because those, those who exalt themselves will be humbled, man. You know, and that's why we need to be humble in these days. You got that one, King? Yeah, get me the Matthew.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 10 and verse 5. These 12 Yahweh sent forth and commanded them, saying, Go, not in the way of the Gentiles, and into the city of the Samaritans enter ye not.
So yeah, brother just brought out in Isaiah, it said to the Gentiles, but then now in the New Testament, it's saying, go not unto the way of the Gentiles. So there obviously must be two Gentiles here. That's why you have to read precept upon precept to get the full understanding. Go on, carry on.
Verse 6. But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
But go rather to the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
And as you go, preach, saying the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers, raise the dead, cast out devils. Freely ye have received, freely give.
That's it, man. So we know that this word is quick and powerful, man, and it will cut like a two-edged sword. So that's what we're doing. We're using the scriptures to try and wake up the dead. We're trying to cleanse the lepers. Do you know what I mean? And freely we receive, freely we give. There's no collection plate up here, you know, and it's only for specific people, man. You know? Yeah, go on. Yeah, calm.
This is the book of Proverbs. Proverbs 23 and verse 23. Buy the truth and sell it not. Also wisdom and instructions and understanding.
Ah, man. Buy the truth and sell it not. So we're not meant to sell this, man. This wisdom and knowledge and understanding is yeah, exactly, and it's more precious. Give me that one in Proverbs. Is it Proverbs? Precious than rubies. Because yeah, wisdom is the chief thing that we need right about now. Yeah, you got precept? Yeah.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 55 and verse 1. Ho, everyone that thirsts, come ye to the waters. He that have no money, come ye buy and eat. Yea, come buy wine and milk without money and without price.
That's right, man. Come, man. This is the milk. This is the honey. This is the bread. You know, this is everything you're gonna need to be able to get out of the mind state and this oppression and this mentality, this slave mind that you've got right about now.
Proverbs chapter 8 and verse 10. Receive my instructions and not silver, the knowledge rather than choice gold. For wisdom is better than rubies. Wisdom
is better than rubies, man, and rubies are rare.
And all the things that may be desired are not to be compared of it.
That's right, man. Now think about that. Anything that any man could ever desire to have, wisdom is better than that. Come on, you know, you see what I mean? Yeah, it's the truth. That's why, go on, give me John 8:32, because this is the truth, man. You know, there's so many lies out here, you know, there's too many lies. That
MK Ultra, man, that mind state, man, and that's why that film The Matrix made so much money, man, because they noticed that a lot of people they're secluded in the minds. All them films, why do they hit box office? Like, what's it? Divergence and what's the other one? Minority Reports. All them films when they find out that the system has been lying to them and tricking them. Was it the Terminators, the old school ones, right? You realise that's the same thing we're living in today, man. Because they found out what? John 8:32.
Exactly. Go on, read that.
21? No, 32. I just said check as well.
This is the book of John chapter 8 and verse 32. And ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free.
Right, man, and the truth shall make you free. Yeah, the truth is this. Look at that. 142. Is it 142?
Yeah.
Psalms 119 and 142.
Get the one in separate numbers.
Oh, man, because this is the truth out here, man. We're not gonna spit our own doctrine. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna speak the truth. Yes, brothers, you alright? Yo, brothers, you alright? Yeah. Do you believe in the Most High? Yeah, no, they don't want to. They don't want to. It's all good.
This is First Ezra. It's like it. First Ezra chapter 4 and verse 38. As for the truth, it endureth and is always strong. It lieth and conquereth forevermore. Forevermore. With her there is no escaping of person or reward. They'll say, of her there is no accepting of persons or reward. But she doeth the things that are just, and refraineth from all unjust and wicked things, and all men do well like of her works. Neither in her judgment is any unrighteousness, and she is the strength, kingdom, power, and majesty of all ages. Blessed be the power of truth.
And blessed be the power of truth. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, man. That's the wisdom. That is the wisdom. And when you start realizing that everything that you've ever been taught is a lie, and this is the truth, yeah, that's the best part of my life, man. You know. Obviously, you get the bitter and the sweet as well. Do you know what I mean? Honey is at first, you know, yeah, I'm an Israelite, you know, I have to keep the law, statutes and commandments, you know, these nations are below you, but obviously there's bitter too, man, because we're, as a condition, our whole people are destroyed, man. They're destroyed, literally. Go on, you got that?
Yeah, the same thing. First Ezra chapter 4 and verse 41. And with that he held his peace, and all the people then shouted and said, Great is truth. Great is truth.
Great is the truth, man. Whoa.
And mighty above all things.
Mighty above all things. So great is the truth, and destruction and woe is a lie. Give me that Nahum 1 and 3.
This is the book of Psalms 119 and verse 1 or 2. The righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
Thy what?
And thy law is the truth.
The law is the truth, man. And we know that the law was only given to one people. So the law can't be for everybody. You know, so these other nations out here can't be breaking no laws if the law wasn't given to them. You know, like we're in we're in London right now. So in England there's laws that we have to keep. If we break them as an English citizen, yeah, we get punished for it. Yeah, do you know what I'm saying? That's just the way it goes. There's no grafting in of no other Gentiles. You got something?
This is Nahum chapter 3 and verse 1. Woe to the bloody city, it is all full of lies. It is all full of lies.
Right, man, this whole city and the whole foundation that this whole kingdom was built on has been lies. Even going back to the Greek Empire, yeah, from the start of that Greek Empire up till now, it's just been lies. That's why you don't know nothing about the Middle Ages, or they call it the Dark Ages. But they can tell you all the history about before that. Do you know what I'm saying? How ironic is that? It's because it's all lies. That's why.
Woe to the bloody city, is all full of lies and robbery, the prey departeth not.
Come on, man. The prey departeth not. They're still preying on us. Yeah.
the noise of a whip, and the noise of the rattling of the wheels, and the prancing horses, and the jumping chariots. Yeah, man. It's basically just saying like, yeah, man, these people, all they do is whip us and enslave us and lie to us and rob from us. And the Bible says destruction is coming upon cities that are built like that, man.
And this is the great. Well, this America is the great whore, the great city.
Yeah.
But this is nothing more than an extension of it. Do you know what I'm saying? Because like
America is an extension of Europe or England. Man.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. We was going into it. Obviously, it was the French, the Dutch, the Spanish. I think some of the Spanish as well, and the English that actually,
German,
Italians.
The horns, man.
They were the ones that actually founded America when the actual kingdom. You know, there was already natives there. Our people already there. You know.
Let's get it.
It was the Nemanis, the Germans, the Burgundies, the Swiss, the Franks, the French, the Lombards, the Italians, the Saxons, the English, the Suevi, that's the Portuguese, the Van Goghs, the Visigoths, the Spanish, and then the other tribes, they got cut off and turned into one. They turned into one big horn, right, with the head, with the face. That's talking about like America, man. Them other three.
Yeah, so okay, yeah, that's how it was founded. You know, like even down to the whole after the 1800s and that, when they had the Civil War. I think it was around that time. They were all fighting each other for land in America. Do you know what I'm saying?
Shall I get the other tribes?
Yeah, go on.
The Hurley, the Ostrogoths, and the Vandals, man. They're the three horns that got cut off and turned into one big great horn, man.
See, and that's what I'm saying. The Christians are not going to show you this. Yeah, the Christians, they don't want to go into prophecy. You know, but we know that the spirit of Yahweh Shai, give me that, is at Revelations 19 and 10.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
this is Revelations.
This is Revelation chapter 19. This is Revelation 19 and verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, See thou do it not, for I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren, that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy.
Spirit of prophecy. So yeah, like that's what we need to be in. We need to be in prophecy at all times. You know, because that's what the testimony of Yahweh Shai is. Prophecy. So if we're not in the prophecies, you could be keeping the laws, statutes and commandments, but if you're not in the prophecies, then it's not gonna add up. You gotta eat the whole roll. Get me Sirach 39 and 1, Bob.
This is the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1 and verse 1. And it happened after Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chittanim, had smitten Darius, king of the Persians, and Medes, that he reigned in the stead, and he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece. Chapter. Verse 2, and made many wars, and won many strongholds, and slew kings of the earth. Verse 9, after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves, and did their sons after them. Many years, and evil were multiplied in the earth.
Man, that's what I was just saying about after the Greek kingdom. When the Greek kingdom was founded, evils were multiplied in the earth, man. You know, all sorts of That's the Greek. That's the Greek. Yeah, after the Greek. When the Greeks became in power, that's when it's Greek.
After Alexander, the Romans came into power.
No, but not straight away because he split the kingdom. That's what I'm saying. He split the kingdom between his 4 generals, and that's why I'm saying when he died and he split the kingdom between his 4 generals, that's when evils were multiplied on the earth, and it just got worse. Even when it come to the Romans, because that's why they carried on some of the Greco fashions. That's why they called it the Greco-Roman Empire at first. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, so it, you know what I mean? And this is what we're still living by today. Like the system and the governments which they teach us are still teaching us this same Greek mythology that was taught back then. You know, like for example, the doctors still have to swear an oath to Hippocrates. So if you want to become a doctor, you have to be, whatever faith that you're in, you can get through the whole university, get your degree, and then when you become a doctor, you have to swear an oath to I think it's Hippocrates. And he was a Greek philosopher who they deitized. So you get what I'm saying? That's how screwed this system is, you know? That's why we need to wake up as a people, man, because we're the ones that get it the worst, you know? We're the ones that are on the bottom of everything. Do you know what I mean? So get me a Zephaniah 2:1, Bob Kusha.
This is the book of Zephaniah chapter 2. Zephaniah chapter 2 and verse 1. Gather yourselves together. Yea, gather together, O nation not desired.
Yeah, so that's what we need to do. We need to be gathering together, nation not desired. That's what I was just saying, that our people are always the ones that, you know, like are the shaking and the wagging of the head. Other nations don't want to be like us. I mean, they want to look like us, they want to dress like us, but they don't want to be us because they know that we're at the bottom. Yeah, exactly. And the conditions that we're living in has been terrible for many generations, but there's a reason for this. You know, there's always a reason for why we are in the condition that we're in. You got people? Yeah, calm, man. So yeah, you know, like our men are becoming effeminate, our women are wearing weave and eyelashes and wearing trousers. This is not a fashion that we had in the old times. That's why it says, remember the days of old. Because we need to see what our forefathers and foremothers were doing in righteousness. And that's what the Bible is here for. You know, so we got positive examples, and then we got negative examples. Everything as well. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, yeah, get me Joel 2:1. Baba Kishar. Joel 2:1.
Will I get that?
Yeah, Baba Kishar.
This is 1 Timothy chapter 1 and verse 7. Desiring to be teachers of the law, understanding neither what they say nor wherefore they are framed. But we know that the law is good for a man, for if a man use it lawfully. Knowing this, that the law is not made for a righteous man, but for the lawless and disobedient, for the ungodly and for the sinners, for the unholy and profane, for murderers and fathers, murderers of fathers and murderers of mothers, for manslayers, for whoremongers, for them that defile themselves with mankind, for manstealers, for liars, for perverted persons, and if they be any other thing that is contrary to sound doctrine.
Contrary to sound doctrine, and sound doctrine is this whole row, man, from Genesis to Revelation. You know, and that's what I mean. Yahweh Shai didn't come to call the righteous to repentance. You know, you know what I'm saying? That's why he was sitting with the publicans and sinners. But the Pharisees and the Sadducees, they didn't understand that, you know, because, you know, he spoke in parables as well. So they couldn't understand why he was doing such things. But again, not everyone's going to be able to understand that. You get what I'm saying? So, hold that and get me Isaiah 6:9.
Yeah, you said no one will be able to understand it, right? This is Matthew chapter 13. Matthew chapter 13 and verse 9. Who have an ear, let him hear. And the disciples came and said unto him, Why speakest thou unto them in parables? And he answered and said unto them, Because it is not given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is given.
Man, exactly. So not everyone's going to understand these mysteries and these parables and these dark sayings in the Bible, you know, because it's not playing upon tables to a sinner or to someone who's transgressing and living in wickedness. You know what I'm saying? Come on.
Matthew 13:12. For whosoever have to him small shall be given, and he shall have more abundance. But whosoever have not, from him shall be taken away, even that he have. Therefore shall I speak to them in parables, because they see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand.
That's right, man. So that's why these things are spoken in parables, man. Even just certain things like why we shouldn't do this, like in the laws, like in Leviticus and Deuteronomy, why we shouldn't do this and that. People won't understand that still. Like when it says, you know, for example, don't cut your beard in Leviticus 19 and 27. People won't understand that. They will hear that and be like, why? Why can't I cut myself? Do you know what I'm saying? That's because Abakashar, don't worry about those for now. Get me Wisdom of Solomon 1 and 3. You got something? No. Because basically this is why, man. You know, a simple thing about, you know, like even like the women wearing trousers, you know, they wouldn't understand this, because this is why. Go on.
This is the book of the Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 1 and verse 3. For thought separate from power, and his power, when it is tried, reproveth the unwise. For unto a malicious soul wisdom shall not enter, nor dwell in a body that is subject unto sin. Verse 5. For the Holy Spirit, for the Rakakadash of discipline, will flee deceit, and remove from faults that are without understanding, and will not abide in unrighteousness when unrighteousness cometh in.
That's right. So wisdom won't enter when you're thinking profane things and you're doing, you know what I mean, you're going contrary to the law. Like when you're breaking the commandments, wisdom will not enter, you know. When wisdom will not enter in a body that's subject to sin, you know. So that's why a simple thing brothers and sisters won't understand. But again, like the brother brought out, only the sheep will hear the voice, man. So go on, bring that one.
This is the book of Isaiah chapter 6 and verse 9. And he said, Go and tell this people, hear ye indeed, but understand not, and see ye indeed, but perceive not. Make the heart of this people fat, and make their ears heavy, and shut their eyes, lest they see with their eyes, and hear with their ears, and understand with their heart, and convert, and be healed.
That's right, man. So the Most High has put a stumbling block in front of these people, man. You know, and we can see that when you're in these law, statutes, and commandments, you can actually see the stumbling blocks on the people, man. You can see the demons on them, you know. Obviously no one's perfect out here. We're not saying we're perfect, but we try our best to strive for righteousness, you know, and keep as many laws and statutes and commandments as we can. But obviously we can see it on the people, man, that, you know, their eyes have been shut, their hearts fat, you know what I mean? So yeah, so get me that Joel 2:1 now, Bob.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, sound an alarm in the holy mountains. Let all the inhabitations of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh cometh, and it is nigh at hand.
Yeah, man, so we're out here blowing the trumpet, like Isaiah 58:1 says. Our voice is trumpets right about now. We're telling the people that basically death and destruction, famine, pestilence, and all manner of wickedness is going to be on this earth.
That's right.
As soon, before you know it, it's just going to happen and you ain't going to be able to do nothing about it. That's why now you need to get your spirit together. You need to seek the Most High while He's near, you know? You got that one.
Sister, how are his name? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 62 and verse 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall neither hold their peace day nor night. Yea, that make mention of Yahweh, keep not silence.
Keep what?
Keep not silence.
Yeah, we're not going to be silent. That's going into what I was saying earlier about the wisdom. If you've got the wisdom, you need to shout it from the rooftops. You know, you need to cry aloud and spare no one's feelings on this. Do you know what I'm saying?
And give him no rest till he establish it, until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
Yeah, man, until we see Jerusalem risen up, you know what I mean, and back where, you know, it's supposed to be, and the people.
No, you're not. Don't let him do it. Tell her mom's here, man.
I'm surprised she even mentioned anything still.
You heard Jerusalem is good.
Yeah, I know, but you know. Yeah, come. Yes, that's it. Isaiah 55 and 6.
This is the book of Isaiah.
Isaiah 55 and 6. Seek ye Yahweh while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near.
That's right, man. So, you know, when 2 or 3 are gathered, he is in the midst. You know, so when there's brothers out here congregating and bringing out the words, you know, and not speaking their own doctrine, that's when he is near. That's when you need to seek him. You know, you need to ask counsel of certain brothers that are bringing it out.
Isaiah 17 and 7. And that day shall a man look to his maker, and his eyes shall have respect to the Holy One of Israel, and he shall not look to the altar, the works of his hand, neither shall respect that which his fingers have made, neither the groves of the images.
That's right, man. So yeah, man, in that day, that's when you're gonna seek the Most High, innit?
Throw away your idols.
Yeah,
Man.
throw away your idols.
Your beads ain't gonna work.
Yeah, man. And then nothing's gonna be able to save you,
Your
man.
stone ain't gonna work.
These things that are man-made, yeah, the ankhs, the beads, the flipping little statues of Buddha.
Your Jesus piece.
Yeah, your Jesus piece. Your Caesar Borgia piece. You get what I'm saying? But this is.
Like, we can see these things are happening now because of I saw the other day that more people are now walking out of their churches, like the Christian church and the Christian faith, because they're not getting answers from their pastors when they're actually questioning them. But what's happened is that the illusion of this we are Nubians or Egyptians or Ethiopians is now falling upon our people. So that's why people start wearing the ankh stuff and saying that we're Egyptians. You know, so they're still in that delusion. They're seeking, but they have not found it.
Yeah, exactly. You want to get that 10 and Romans 10 and 1. What's it? Yeah, on that as well. These pastors, they've been telling their dream for so long now. These lot have heard it too many times. Do you get me? We want to hear precepts. We don't want to hear dreams. You know what I'm saying? Because a dream is for a fool. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's wise divination. And if he ain't keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, then it's definitely not wise.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 10 and verse 2. And verse 1, brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to power for Israel is that they might be saved. For I bear them record that they have a zeal of power, but not according to knowledge.
That's right, man. So that's what it is with our people. We have a zeal, but not according to knowledge, man. Get me a knowledge. Sirach 19 and 19. So yeah, we have a zeal, but not according to knowledge. You know, that's why we fill up most of the churches. That's why we fill up their collection plates. You know, as a people. So that's why we need to stop doing that, man. Because what's it? Cut.
This is the book of Sirach, chapter 19, verse 18. The fear of Yahweh is the first step to be accepted of him, and wisdom abideth and wisdom obtaineth his love. The knowledge of the commandments of Yahweh is the doctrine of life. It's the doctrine of life. And they that do things that please him shall receive the fruit of the tree of immortality. The fear of Yahweh is all wisdom. It's all wisdom. And in all wisdom is the performance of the law and the knowledge of his omnipotency.
That's right, man. So the knowledge is the law and the performance of it. To know his omnipotency, yeah, and his power. Yeah, that's why we have to fear. That's why every scripture there, the beginning of it says to fear the Most High. That's the first step. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to fear the Most High, man. Otherwise, you know what I mean? You don't have no fear in it. It's vanity, you know? You'll be doing your own thing, spitting your own madness, you know? That's why we can't do that, man. You get me? So yeah, you got that Isaiah? No, you read that one, innit? Yeah, Salakia. Ezekiel, get me Ezekiel 7 and 14. For sure.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 7 and verse 14. They are blowing the trumpet, even to make all ready, but none going to the battle. For my wrath is upon all the multitude thereof.
So yeah, we're making ready. We're blowing the trumpet to make the brothers and sisters ready for the battle which is about to happen. Yeah, and it's not just a physical battle, it's a spiritual battle, you know, because we're fighting these demons every day. You know, we're fighting the flesh every day. You know, no man is without sin, you know.
This is 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 8. For if the trumpet give an uncertain sound, who shall prepare himself to the battle?
That's right, man. So if we're out here saying, oh, it's all peace, and when Yahweh Shai returns, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, is coming back on a cloud, and he's going to save everyone, and it's going to be peace, and that's an uncertain sound. That's not the sound that the Bible's saying. That's not his words. His words is that he's coming to bring destruction on this earth. You get me? Go on, bring that.
The book of Amos, chapter 3 and verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people be not afraid? Not be afraid. Shall there be evil in the city, and Yahweh have not done it?
So if you're not afraid by a trumpet, then yeah, man, you're gonna be afraid when Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai starts causing mad destruction on this earth. You know, volcanoes are already going off. There's tornadoes. There's floodings all over the earth. You know, there's wars kicking off. There's wars about to happen. You know, which is going to lead to famine and all sorts of pestilences, man. Even go on.
Yeah, it's not Salakia. It's like what the scriptures are saying. Because we're sounding the trumpet and we're warning the people the end days that we're in, and we're giving them the biblical prophecies. Thus say Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They're not gonna hear us, but then they've got them folk horns that are on top, like the war horns, the sirens there. That's another sound of a trumpet. When they hear that, they're gonna be like, raw. Like, the brothers were prophesying. It's like, where are these brothers? And that's when that aim was gonna kick, and that aim was gonna come to effect again. Right, when the famine of the word is gonna be there, and like, there's gonna be no one to teach you how to be survived because of multitude wickedness that's on the land.
Right, man. And this is the thing. The older generation, they've heard them sirens. The new generation have not heard them sirens. That's the sound of battle in the land, man. When they start hearing those sirens go off, they've never heard them before. You know what I mean? Yeah, go on.
This is the book of, this is 1 Thessalonians chapter 5 and verse 3. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape.
That's right, man. That's just like a woman when she's in labor. As soon as the waters break, there's nothing they can do about it. Do you know what I mean? It's just that you can't go back. You can't go and grab your this and that. You know what I mean? You just got to deal with it there and then. You know what I mean? That's why it's all about faith, man. You need to have the faith serious and keep the law, statutes and commandments, because without that, you're destroyed, man. You know? Cool. So yeah, man. So obviously we need to tell our people to repent, you know, because that's the first thing that we need to do. Is once we realize the knowledge which is the laws and the truth, which are the commandments, we need to repent from what we have been doing. Because, you know, we didn't know that we was in wickedness. You got something?
This is the book of Luke, chapter 5 and verse 32. I come not to call the righteous, but sinners to repent. Repentance.
Man. We're just going into. We're not out here for people that are righteous. But to be honest, like Solomon said, is it Solomon? I think it might be David, where there's not one righteous. Yeah, there's not one righteous. He's checked over 1,000 and there's not one.
One out of 1,000.
Yeah, 1 out of 1,000. So like, yeah, exactly. And yeah, exactly. Yeah, go on. Yeah, man. So that's what it is, man. And think of the odds, not the odds. The ratio on that, man. You know what I mean? That's that. Many are called, but few are chosen. You know.
Ecclesiastes chapter 7 and verse 26. I have found more bitter than death the woman whose heart is snares and nets, and her hands as bands. Whoso pleaseth power shall escape from her, but the sinner shall be taken by her. Behold, this have I found, saith the preacher, counting one by one to find out the account, which yet my soul seeketh, but I found not. One man among 1,000 have I found, but a woman among all those have I not found.
Oh man, that's how wicked this world is right about now, man. You know, and it's only gonna get worse and worse, man. You know, the sins and the iniquity has reached up to heaven. You know, and the Most High that's it, man. He's at that point now where he can't. You know, he's just gonna. What you always say all the time, innit? pressure bust pipe. You know, he's long time holding his peace, man. So, you know, we need to get together now. We need to come back to the truth, our heritage, our nationality. You know, we're not black, yeah, we're not flipping Afros, and we're not Africans. Do you know what I'm saying? We're the children of Israel. Come. Yeah, come. You're right there, sister. You got 2 minutes? Come on, man. We're not always gonna be here, man. You know, this place ain't always gonna be here. You need to get over it now. Yeah. Famine of the world.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 8 and verse 11. Behold, the day coming, saith Yahweh power, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor of thirst for water, but of hearing the word of Yahweh. And they shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro, for to seek the words of Yahweh, and shall not find it.
That's it. That's what's going to happen, man. It's going to be more than just a famine of food and water, man. It's going to be a famine of the word. You know? You need to get the word now while you can. That's why it says, seek ye the Lord now while he may be found. Because eventually he's going to hide himself, you know? He's going to hide himself. Hello, sisters. You believe in the Most High? You don't believe in the Most High. So what do you believe in then? Kemet, you believe in the woman is God, yeah? That's madness. That's madness. You know? Yourself ain't going to save yourself when famine comes. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Well, yeah, what's it? I'm gonna pass it on now to the next powerful speaker. Yeah, hopefully, you know, Lord willing, anyone was edified and that. And yeah, just raise up, man. Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.
Kwam Yashala.